Motivational Story XII. The Pear Tree and the Seasons of Life. Once upon a time, there was a guy who had 4 young boys. He planned to send each of them on a voyage to a faraway pear tree, one after the other, to teach them about the hazards of evaluating things too quickly. Each son was born in a different season, with the first being born in the winter and the second in the spring, and so on. He gathered his children at the conclusion of the year and asked them what they'd witnessed. A gnarled, twisted, and withered tree seemed stark and terrible against the terrain, according to the son who traveled in the winter. The son who went in the spring had a different opinion. No, he explained, the tree appeared to be full of hope and promise, with green buds on its limbs. The third son, who had traveled throughout the summer, expressed his dissatisfaction once more. The pear tree he'd seen was dripping with lovely blossoms that smelled and looked amazing. Finally, the last son, who had traveled in the fall, objected once again, describing a tree covered with luscious and exquisite pears that were better than any he'd ever tasted. When all of the sons had finished speaking, the father stated that they were all accurate because they had only witnessed one season of the pear tree's life. He emphasized to his boys that judging anything in this way is silly and impossible. The essence of something, whether it's a tree or a person, can only be measured as a whole at the end of the year, after having witnessed it in all of its glory. Making your decision in the winter means missing out on the promise of spring, the beauty of summer, and the bounty of fall. Moral of the story: refrain from passing judgment on yourself, your life, or other people based on a single blunder or difficult period. Refuse to allow the misery of one season overshadow the delight of the next.